Hello and welcome. Thanks for tuning in today. Silver and gold have been taking a beating recently. Is this the end for the metals, or could they rebound this year? Stay tuned because this video will consider what factors are influencing the metals right now. Please note that nothing in this video is financial advice. The Fed did not cut rates last week, which is bearish for the metals, and the US dollar is strong right now, with the DXY around 100, and whenever the dollar is up, that puts downward pressure on silver and gold prices. Regardless of these factors, the Bank of America just made a bold price call for silver. The bank's head of metals research projects silver could reach anywhere between $135 and $309 per ounce before the end of 2026. With the Strait of Hormuz closed, it seems like this would hurt the dollar, but that isn't the case. Why could this be? Well, there are a few reasons. It has recently been announced that the US has made a deal for interceptor drones from the Ukraine. These drones have been proven to be effective against the Iranian-made Shahed drones that Russia has been using against the Ukraine. The Sting interceptor drones have a 80 to 90% successful hit rating against these Iranian drones. The Sting interceptors only cost about $2,000 per drone. The Shahed drones are estimated to cost between $20,000 to $50,000 per drone. So these drones will mean that the US has the upper hand in a war of attrition. This is a good change from shooting them with Patriot missiles that cost $2.5 million each. I want to mention that I'm not happy a war has broken out, but I do wonder if it was just a matter of time until we experienced a conflict with them. 11 days into the conflict, it was estimated that 70% of Iran's ballistic missile launchers had been destroyed, along with the vast majority of their navy. China has set its growth target under 5%. The manufacturing powerhouse hasn't experienced growth of less than 5% for over 30 years, and China has also started experiencing gas shortages due to the conflict, while the US is just facing higher prices. Both of these factors actually make the dollar look good. Regardless of the current situation, it has been reported that China has been buying record levels of silver in the first quarter of 2026. I think it would be okay for the US to declare victory at any time and just leave a minimum amount of drones and A-10s or similar aircraft near the Strait of Hormuz to target the land-based forces in the area and eventually win the war of attrition. Of course, people will say Trump lost and this will be negative for him, but he can make up for it by prosecuting some of the high-level people from the Epstein files, which would be very popular. Of course, that's probably wishful thinking on my part. So the big question is, why would silver and gold rebound? The fundamentals for the metals have not changed. Silver has been in a structural deficit for years, and there is no sign of that changing. The silver in the COMEX and the Shanghai inventory is continuing to get drained, and every time a missile or drone blows up in the conflict, that means a little more silver has disappeared. For example, it was reported that 400 Tomahawks were used in just the first 72 hours of the Iran conflict. With the globe experiencing uncertainty, big banks and private investors alike will continue to see gold as a safe haven asset that should not be ignored, which means that the long-term outlook for the metals remains strong. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. I hope you have a great day out there, and I will catch you in the next video.